Hey sis, what's up? Hey Van, just shopping for hair products. You've been doing that every time I text you. Business must be good. It is, and I'm going through a ton of this stuff, and it ain't cheap, believe me. I think I'll just have to scale down on my usage. Some of my clients won't like it, but they wouldn't like me upping my price either. No, and you're cheap enough as it is. Oh, thanks, sis. You know I wouldn't charge you if you'd let me do yours. Oh, well, I appreciate that, but I'm just too loyal to my girl, you know? Oh, right. Agatha. She's at Good Clips, right? Yep, she's been there 30 years. Oh, wow. So listen, what are you doing Friday night? Friday? Oh, well, because I have big news. Big news again? Okay, what is it? Well, I met someone. Oh, yay. It's about time, right? I know. I break up with a guy every few weeks, but Fern is different. Fern? It's short for Fernando. I mean, he is 100% Irish, but his name's Fernando. Isn't that crazy? It is, actually. He's just so cool. I want to bring him over to Mom and Dad so everyone can meet him. Wow, already, Van? When did you meet this guy? I matched with him last Tuesday. Oh, you met him on Tinder. Well, yeah, duh. But you've actually met in person, though, right? Well, of course we have. Okay, just checking. This is just how my generation meets, okay? I'm not judging. I just think some of the candidate quality on there is, lacking. Fern is different from those other guys, I promise. Okay, like how? Well, like, he has a job, for one. Okay, that's a definite step up. What's his job? Well, if you must know, he works for the government. Oh, really? And in what capacity? Is he a mailman? No! In fact, I'm not exactly sure what he does. It's secret. Oh, so he's in the CIA or something? Actually, yes. What? BS. It's true. You met a CIA spy on Tinder? I told you, everybody uses it these days. And we live in Washington, D.C., Odd. It's not like there aren't a bunch of, spy people running around all the time anyway. Well, how do you know for sure he works for the CIA? Did he show you his badge? Of course he did. That's the first thing I wanted to see. And he just took it out and showed it to you? Yeah, he did. It was really shiny and stuff. He even let me touch it. It was sexy. Excuse me, I'm going to throw up now. Oh, shut up. You're just jealous. So what does Mom and Dad say about this? They just know I'm bringing a new friend over for dinner. Boyfriend? Yeah, whatever, boyfriend. And do they know he's a government spook? A what? No, they most certainly do not, and you will not be telling them. That's between us, do you understand? Fine, of course, whatever you say, Van. So, I'll see you on Friday night? I'll be there. Great, you're gonna love him. I'm sure I will. Hey, Danny, how's the color holding? Well, it's not quite toxic sludge green, but I think we're getting closer. I think I'm going to have to start sending away to India for these colors soon. It'll be worth it, believe me. So what's up? Well, I have a question about Friday night. I'm picking you up at 8, right? Movie starts at 8:45. It's going to be so awesome. I've been waiting forever to see this. Do you think we could maybe see it Saturday night instead? Well, I don't really want to wait another day, but I guess I could. Why? My sister has invited me over to my parents for dinner to meet her new boyfriend. Again, didn't you just do that? That was when she was with Ollie. That was like a month ago. Didn't he have some weird job or something? He was a publicist for an adult film company. Oh, right, that was it. So what did your dad think of him? He was led to believe that Ollie's clients were nature documentarians. Ah, I see. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it was going to be over in a week anyway. Believe me, I normally would blow her off, but something tells me I'm going to want to be there to see this. Why's that? Is he a matador or something? Even better, he works for the CIA. The CIA, huh? And I'm a United States Congresswoman, didn't I tell you? Pretty good, huh? Wait, that's what he told your sister he does? Yep. Well, how do you know he doesn't? A CIA guy being attracted to my idiot sister? Really? I suppose that does stretch the limits of credulity. Just a bit. But you can understand why I just have to be there. Well, do you need a date? Oh, you want to come? Well, I've got the night free now. Plus, it would save you from having to tell me the story. That's true. Well, I could ask Van, but I don't see her having a problem with it. She's always liked you. I mean, I hate to use your sister's love life as Friday night entertainment, but it's cheaper than the movie and you'd get a free meal out of it. Is your mom cooking? Of course. My sister wants my parents to meet her boyfriend, so she makes my mom cook. Typical. What's she making? Well, when my mom thought he was Spanish, she was going to make some traditional Spanish dish, or at least attempt one. Then mercifully, my sister told her he was Irish and saved us all from that. Wait, why did she think he was Spanish? Because his name's Fernando, or Fern for short. An Irishman named Fernando? What's in a name, right? Well, I guess it is a little rude of us to ponder. I guess he just goes by Fern. Fern, like a house fern? I guess so, yeah. That's kind of cool, though. Maybe I need to start dating again. Just stay away from Tinder. I mean, if this is how I'm spending my Friday nights, maybe I need to reevaluate some things. How could a date with some rando be better than this? This is true. Okay, so I'll pick you up at 7? Sounds good. Now I have to pick out an outfit. Just wear whatever. But I need something appropriate for a CIA spy. Maybe a business suit? Sure, why not? Trench coat and hat? Even better. Hey sis, what's going on? Oh hey Van, just getting the studio together. Working on a Saturday morning? That's so lame. Why? Well, I have clients. Oh, right. Well, anyway, so what about last night? Oh yeah, last night. Well, what did you think? Of the potato casserole? Oh yeah, really good. Not sure if that's considered Irish, but... No, a Fern, of course. Wasn't he something? He was something, all right. Well, tell me what you thought. He definitely seems like a really smart guy. Right? He's so knowledgeable about so many things. He certainly does seem to be very impressive. And he was just so polite and charming with Mom, wasn't he? And Dad and him could talk about politics or history or sports. I mean, really, I feel like I've hit the jackpot. He certainly does come across as a very well put together guy. Oh, well, I'll say. And what do Mom and Dad think? Have you talked to them? Of course, they love him. Really? They do? Yeah, I just got off the phone with them actually. Oh, you did? Yep, and Mom was just absolutely gushing about him. What did she say? She said she's never been more happy for me. Oh, really? And Dad? Dad said he's so glad I finally met a proud and serious man. He called him proud and serious? I know, can you believe it? I've never heard him say anything like that. No, me either. Well, I'm just so excited. I can tell. Well, what? So you said you thought he was smart? He seemed very knowledgeable. So, smart? Well, certainly crafty. Crafty? What do you mean crafty? Well, I was a little surprised, I guess, about how open he was about his work. What do you mean? Well, I thought you said he kind of kept that on the down low. He gets very excited, you know. Plus, Dad was such a captive audience. Well, he does love his old spy novels. And between you and I just think he's glad I brought home somebody who has a job. That's a definite step up for you. So what's the problem with him talking about his job? Well, I just think some of that stuff he was telling us, if true, may get him in trouble. You know, security clearances and all. Like what stuff? Well, like the story about playing golf with the president when the Prime Minister of Malaysia called. Oh, well that was no big deal. I'm not so sure they'd want some of that coming out. It's not like Daddy's going to say anything to anybody. Who's he going to tell? Stan at the donut shop? Well, yeah, exactly. I'm not sure Stan at the donut shop has a security clearance. So what's your point? You know I'm suspicious of people by nature. So what are you saying? He isn't telling the truth or something? I don't know. He just seemed very eager to show off. This is just so typical of you, Odd. I finally meet an awesome guy that even our parents love, and you have to find a problem with him. I just have a weird vibe from him is all. Well, what kind of vibe? What do you mean? I'm just worried about you getting hurt. You have a history. History? History of what? A history of dating guys who aren't necessarily honest. And I know that! You don't think I know that? I just want you to find someone who's going to be honest with you and treat you right. And Fern treats me awesome! Who cares if he's telling the truth? Who cares if he's telling the truth? Whatever, Odd. You just can't be happy for me. I really want to be, Van. I just want to make sure you're okay. You're my little sister. Well, everyone else in the family is happy for me except for you. What about Danny? What did she think? Well, she didn't like him either? Neither of us said we didn't like him. No, you just think he's a pathological liar, apparently. Van, I'm just looking out for you. Well, don't. And you aren't invited to dinner next week either. He's coming over again? That's right. Mom and Dad invited him. All right, great. I'm happy to hear it.
Hello, is this Odd?
Yes? Can I ask who this is?
Hi, Odd. This is Fern.
Oh, Fern. Hi, what's up?
Just finishing up some weapons training, trying to stay sharp.
Oh, right, sure. What kinds of weapons?
Well, all kinds. Knives, guns, all of them.
Right. So what can I do for you, Fern?
Well, Odd, I thought we had a really good time the other night, right?
Sure, I think we did.
Your parents were very accommodating. The food was great.
Yes.
They liked me very much.
This is what I've heard.
So, well, I guess my question is, why don't you like me?
I never said I didn't like you, Fern.
No, you just don't trust me. You think I'm a pathological liar?
Well, to be honest, Fern, my sister doesn't exactly have the best judgment when it comes to dating.
Is that so?
Especially when dating online. No offense.
And you don't think I presented myself well? Your father seems to like me.
You're very charming, I'll admit.
Oh, well, thank you.
Believe me, Fern, there's nothing I want more than my sister to be happy.
And if you haven't noticed, she is very happy.
Of course she's happy. She's delusional.
How is she the delusional one?
You're saying I'm delusional?
She told me all about you.
Oh, really? And how does she think I am?
Always judging her relationships, her career choices.
I don't know how much time you've spent with my sister, but she's not exactly the most self-aware of people.
Oh, so you're just the big sister looking out for her, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
And you're looking out for her from people like me?
Yep.
And what makes you so sure that I'm not who I say I am, Odd? How would you know? Are you some CIA expert or something?
Well, no, but you don't need to be J. Edgar Hoover to be suspicious of you.
J. Edgar Hoover was the head of the FBI, not the CIA. You see, you don't know jack.
I know enough to know that a CIA agent doesn't drive a 2003 Nissan.
That's just because my Tesla's in the shop.
Whatever, Fern or Fernando, if that is your real name.
You're going to look awfully silly when you're proven wrong.
I bet I will.
You're a nasty woman, just nasty.
Why are you even interested in my sister anyway?
Your sister's a fantastic person.
No, she isn't.
What?
No, she isn't. My sister sucks. It's okay to say it. She's mean, she's manipulative, she's spiteful.
This is your sister you're talking about.
Yep.
And this is how you talk about her?
She's my sister, that's why I'm allowed. And you're just into her because she's hot. Admit it.
I am not.
You think this is my first rodeo? It's been happening to that poor girl her whole life.
What has?
Guys like you coming in and sweeping her off her feet, only to break her heart and leave her high and dry and leaving us to pick up the pieces. But she is my sister, my kid sister, so despite her simple-minded stupidity, I have to protect her.
From me.
From any harm that may come her way.
And why do you think I'm so harmful, huh? What gives you the right? You're some psychological expert or something, you and that nerdy friend of yours?
I'd take offense for her, but she'd be proud of that.
Oh, I bet she would. She seems like the type.
No offense, but you seem like a huge nerd yourself.
Ha! That's laughable. I was a varsity wrestler. I stuffed nerds in lockers.
Really? Because I'm kind of getting overcompensating vibes from you. I mean, that's what this is about, right? You feel inadequate about your life, your looks, your real job, whatever. And you couldn't possibly land a girl that looks like my sister without concocting some wild origin story.
You're lucky I never ran into you in the Middle East, Odd.
Oh, why's that?
We know how to handle traitors to the cause like you.
And what cause is that? Cause of getting you laid?
Oh, shut up. That's it. I'm telling Van about this.
Well, that was a given.
Goodbye, Odd.
Hey, Odd, what's up? Nothing. Okay, everything. I got into a fight with Spy Kid today. Fern? Yes! Oh, really? Do tell. He confronted me on my suspicions of him. Oh, did he now? So I assume Van must have told him about your little talk? Or maybe he's bugging my phone. So what did he say? Well, of course he's stuck with his story. What did he say about the Nissan? His Tesla's in the shop. That's rich. He called you a nerd. He called me a nerd? Yep. Oh, well, that's very observant of him. I told him you wouldn't be offended. Actually, I think I'm beginning to like him. Hey, let's not go crazy. Well, speaking of crazy, and I guess I should have led with this. What? Well, I'm kind of ashamed to admit this. Like, really ashamed. Okay, well, you know you can tell me anything, Danny. Okay, well, I kind of got back on Tinder. Oh, Danny, no. I know, I shouldn't have. Hasn't all of this with Van taught you a lesson about that? Well, it has now, because I saw her little spy boy on there. Okay, so what? He probably just still has his profile up there. Here, let me send you a screenshot. Okay, sent. Yeah, that's him, okay? Look at the name and profession. Salman Torrance, immigration attorney? A CIA agent and an immigration attorney. Very talented guy. You got it, Danny. You cracked the case wide open. All it took was my ever-increasing desperation. Now the only question, do I send this just to Van or to both of them? Good question. What about your parents? Weren't they kind of mad at you for a while too? You're right. None of them believed me. I'm sending it to all of them. A group text. One fell swoop. Go for it. I'm gonna start calling you Spy Girl. Spy Woman. Thank you very much.
Just what in the hell is this, Odd? Why did you send us this?
Oh, I don't know, Salman or whoever you are. I knew it.
You don't know anything.
So has my sister texted you yet?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, she has. And she called me a lying piece of crap and broke up with me.
A lying piece of crap, eh?
Yeah, thanks to you.
Thanks to yourself. Seriously, how long did you think you were going to get away with it?
I've gotten away with it for much longer than this, believe me.
So you just go around lying about yourself, breaking women's hearts?
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow, do you have any idea what a loser you are?
Huh?
Like, that's seriously pathetic.
Whatever, I would have dumped her anyway. You and your family suck.
You know, I was going to let all of this go, but after that...
What? What are you going to do?
I'm going to find out who you really are, and I'm going to make sure you never do this to anyone else ever again.
Huh. Well, good luck with that.
I won't need it. After a few days' worth of devoted internet sleuthing, Odd and Danny discovered Fern's real identity. His name was Kirk Gertie, and he was unemployed and lived with his mother. They made a fake Tinder profile warning potential matches of him, and soon he was off the platform entirely. Months later, they heard he'd been arrested in a Georgetown bar for impersonating an FBI agent. Van finally found a nice boy to date. His name's Michael, and he's incredibly boring. They met in a coffee shop. After much more experimentation, Odd and Danny eventually found the perfect shade of toxic sludge green for Danny's hair.